Welcome back to OpenRCT2. We are on Mission 3, Leafy Lake, and this is Part 2. So, last time we got this part of the park established. We've got 330 guests right now, and our profit is starting to turn around after being negative for a while. We've got a little bit of an extra loan taken out in order to build these rides, but we should be okay. So, looks like everything is going positive right now. I'm going to check out our guest thoughts and see what they're thinking. Great, too intense, sick, clean, home, thrilling. Alright, so nothing major that we can do anything about, really. Other than this sickness thing, but... okay. Whatever. We've got restrooms right next to this guy. Although, yeah. Okay, let's put another restroom in. Maybe over here. Gotta stave this off because this looks bad. Also, this was just a little, very low intensity ride, but he just got majorly sick out of it. Wow. All of these are low, including the nausea. Okay. Alright, so it's probably a good idea to hire a mechanic before too long. Let's just get a handyman and a mechanic. I've been putting that off because we didn't really have the profit to sustain that, but I think our profit margin is big enough now that we can handle a couple of staff members. Too crowded already. Well, I wasn't expecting crowded issues. Hopefully our loop fixed that around here. I could definitely see that being a problem if we had not done the loop, but it should be okay right now. At some point we're going to want to do marketing because our guests are actually decreasing, or flattening at least. Technically they are decreasing, but statistically we would just think of this as flat rather than going down because it's not significant enough of a drop. But at some point it is going to start dropping. See, it's dropping slowly. The profit is actually negative right now. Not good. Huh. I think we're going to start increasing the price part. You can see. Let's see what our research is coming up with. Swans. Personally, I don't like swans. I don't like any of these. I personally don't like the boats that much because the AI isn't very good and it tends to get stuck. So you have to really micromanage it and build a specific area for it, and it's just not. It takes up a lot of space, and in my experience, it doesn't actually give us that much profit or happiness back. So it's not really worth it, the amount of pain that it causes. If all we had was water that we couldn't build anything on, then I would do it. But in this case, we've got water that's basically acting like land. So we're just going to use it like land and not build some swan boats. In fact, well, I'm tempted to turn off the water rides, but that will give us land water rides as well. So we'll keep that on. What it would be really nice is if we could set the funding for each of these levels. So say I want maximum funding on roller coasters, for instance, and then I want no funding on, well, we can do those too, but we can't do normal funding. Say I want minimum funding on water rides, or normal funding on shops and stalls, but maximum funding on roller coasters. Kind of like in Settlers 2, where you've got the sliders. That would be really cool in this game. If the developers are watching, maybe you could add that. But I'm sure the main priority is feature parity with Roller Coaster Tycoon. 2 at this point, not adding random features like that. But it would be cool. Something to keep in mind at least. So let's see. We've got, well, it's not telling us. Okay, so this is, it's going up. I do know that. Which is interesting. We increased the price of the entrance, and it's going up. But that's why we call this flat statistically, because there's going to be, like if you look at it like at a close-up view, it would be like jagged, like a stock market graph. It jumps around all the time. Like, we didn't change anything other than increasing the price, so normally we would expect that to decrease. But it also could have been dependent on other factors like, I don't know what other factors. We haven't really built anything, but maybe these food stalls or something. I don't know. Something. It also could just be completely random. I don't actually know what algorithm they're using to determine that. That's okay. Doesn't really matter. The fries are good value, so let's increase that. I'm gonna go in here and oh, what? Okay. I don't understand this. They'll pay $1.70 to go on to eat some fries, but they won't pay 30 cents to go on the merry-go-round. What the heck? The whole point they're here is to ride rides, right? This makes no sense to me. Alright, the ice cream is also really good value, so they're gonna shell out more money for the ice cream also. Whatever. Looping roller coaster. Alright, well, we don't really have money for a looping roller coaster right now, but we can check it out. 10,000, 8,000, 7,000, 2,000. Ooh, 2,000. We can do that one. 5, 4, 2. Yeah, let's do it. We'll take out a loan even for this because it's kind of tempting to have another roller coaster. Let's see where we can get it squeezed in here. Maybe we'll put it on this side. I'm trying to avoid the other side just because I personally tend to make it. Let's rotate it on first. Okay. This. That's good. That looks nice. Like that. Well, not like that, actually. Saw one earlier that was a little bit farther away from the path, but I'm not seeing it now. You know, that is actually good. On top of the path. Okay, that's fine. We'll do that. So we're just gonna shift it in like that and go down. And then a wrap around. Check out the other perspectives because we're probably not at the same height yet. We can also turn on this, of course. Height marks on land. Actually, we don't want that one. Height marks on path. Okay. So it's -10. Okay. So actually we are at the right path. Okay, great. And we can do the same thing this side. Interesting, those are at 0. Okay. So we're just gonna wrap around, connect it up like that, and we're good to go. Gonna turn this. The nice thing about this is they won't go up here unless they actually want to ride the roller coaster. Because it's connected directly to the main path, so they're just gonna walk by, glance at it, and walk away if they don't want it. Which is a problem that we had in the last mission because the rides were way up off the ground, but it's not the case in this one because it's actually connected directly to the path. I guess we could have done some weird thing in the last one to kind of fake that, but this just works really well because it's directly on top of the path. This is a special case. Yeah, this other roller coaster will be exciting. Although it doesn't look like anybody's riding it for some reason. I'm not paying that much. Okay, of course. We build the new roller coaster and they won't pay to go on it. There you go. You would think that they would pay more just because it's new, but I guess they don't care. Of course, another interesting thing about this game is that we're building rides. We're building rides not only instantly in terms of time over here, but actually we're building them while the park is open and guests are like walking around and doing things. It's totally unrealistic because you would never build something, especially of this scale, while the park is open and while people are just running around. You would have construction crews coming in and spending months on this thing, but that's okay. Close off this part of the park and build it or something. It's whatever. It looks like they took their food up on the ride. That's interesting. Okay, so we have 400 guests now. So we are almost done in terms of, like, the goals here. Once again, we could turn on early victory and just be done, but part of this series is to just, like, start as an introduction to the game. And, like, cover various strategies for doing things, so... You know. Really, my whole channel is about just education and trying to teach various things, and these games are a good place to start with that. So, rather than just cutting it off, which we would do if we cared about things like time and just kind of churn through the missions, we're trying to play these missions out and see how far we can go with them. Because later on there will be harder missions, and we are going to try to prepare for those missions by doing well on these and doing extra stuff. Okay, so let's see if there's anything that we're thinking right now. Alright, the ice cream is good value, so let's bump it up. Get that to $1. Drinks is good value, okay. You make most of your money from these things, seems like. There's some missions where the park, where you can't charge for anything for any of the roller coasters, so you make all your money from the park entrance fee and the drink stall. I used to think that was really limiting, but now that I see how much money they're paying for this compared to these things, it's almost not important. I mean, they are paying slightly more to go on this roller coaster, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, we got our information kiosk. So we're going to go build that and get our second entrance key. Right over here. Flip it around. Flip it around. I wish there was a graphic on here that actually indicated which direction it was facing. It's really confusing. Okay. I'm sure there's some subtle things that you can tell, but to me it looks like a circle. It looks like a big circle, and nothing else. So, kind of hard to tell. Cylinder. Cylinder with a cone on top. But it's identical in every way. Like, how do you know that what? Oh, it looks like they actually are going to both of those. Okay, well, never mind. That makes sense then. Okay. We'll see if they're still willing to pay this. At some point, they're going to not pay for these things. Not want to pay that much money for them. So let's just keep pumping that up until that happens. Safest park in the country. Great. I'm not sure what these awards do, but I think they are just incentives for guests to come. They probably affect the park rating, although it seems to be going down. They probably affect park rating, and they probably also affect the amount of guests that come in. Either directly or indirectly. Still not seeing anybody not wanting to buy this stuff, so that's good. So let's just put it to $4. Okay. Interesting. Well, that should have significantly increased our profit margin. Twist is broken down, so let's see what we're going. Yeah, we're in the black now at least. Let's see if we can beat this month. We should easily be able to because we're not constructing any rides for the moment. The reason this was so bad is because we were building this roller coaster. And also the information kiosk. What this is closed? Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Well, there you go. That explains why they weren't complaining, even though we kept bumping up the price. Let's see. Okay. The part map is really good value. I'm not paying that much for an umbrella. Okay. So we're going to lower that to 350. Let's see. Still not paying that much for an umbrella, so we'll go down. It would have been nice to know that that was closed the whole time, but whatever. They are all open now, so I guess we can check that constantly. Okay, not paying that much for an umbrella, so the umbrella is too high still. This umbrella is really good, though. $3 for an umbrella. It's more than they will pay for a roller coaster, although they're not paying for it technically. Wait for this. It would also be cool if we had like a little button here that we could push to force a refresh of this, but whatever. Okay. It looks like they are buying it and we're not getting any complaints. Oh, still getting complaints. Bump it down a little bit more. Okay. So we're actually not making that much profit, I guess. 90 cents is actually not that much. It looks a lot whenever you look at the price over here, but... wow. This is good because they're buying both a part map and a umbrella, but... I kind of thought that the umbrella profit margin was a lot higher than it is. So... we'll just keep going with this, if that's probably good. Let's see what our finances are looking like. That's pretty good. Well, alright. So we are... I think it's time to start doing some marketing. Maybe we'll build another roller coaster first. Okay. Let's see what everybody's thinking. Okay. Not paying that much to go on Ferris wheel, so 40 cents is just priced too much. Okay. The drinks are really good value, but they will pay tons of money to buy drinks and food, but they won't. Oh. but they won't pay a little bit of money to go on a Ferris wheel, when the whole point of this is to ride rides ostensibly. But theoretically, it's to come here and ride rides, but what it looks like is happening is that they are just coming here to buy food. I guess that's why they charge so much for drinks and push drinks so hard at fast food places in the, at least in the United States. Don't know about other places, but around here, I stopped buying drinks years ago, but every single time I go somewhere, they always are trying to get you to buy drinks. Okay, so here we go. Alright. Okay. So let's see. Are we getting crowded issues? Yes, we are. So I guess what we need to do is start using more of the part. So what I'd really like to do is use this part. So let's just do a little bit of marketing. And by a little bit of marketing, I mean marketing everything. Let's rename this also. Confusing, it makes me think it's a Ferris wheel or something. Right. Okay. That should put us over the top in terms of this win condition. And our park rating should be okay, although it is dropping because of the crowding issue probably. So that's okay. As long as we don't start getting vandals, I'm not going to worry too much about it. Ice cream is still a really good value. Wow, they are just insatiable in terms of food demand. Doesn't matter. Drink is good value. Alright, here we go. More drink. Get another handyman. Just starting to see some vomit around and people talking about how dirty the path is. Or at least I see sickness. Actually, I'm not seeing. Yeah, there's one dude. I don't know. Maybe it's. You know what? Actually, we'll just get rid of this guy. Obviously, you wouldn't do that in real. In real life, you would actually do a lot more research before just hiring somebody like that. But in this game, it just kind of happens on a whim. There's no real cost of hiring them. Like in real life, you would have to spend a lot of time interviewing candidates and stuff. So you would never. I guess it is a janitor job, but still, you wouldn't just hire them on the fly right now, on like that, and then decide you didn't need them. Not to mention the ethics problems involved. Also, the difficulty in firing employees. So, philosophical questions that this, and practical questions that this game does not raise, because it just kind of assumes that it's very easy to hire and fire people. Okay, so this is what I was talking about, but I guess it's not enough of an issue that we need another handyman. Alright, so looking at the time, it looks like it's about the end of the episode, so we'll stop here, make our save, and continue on to the next episode. Thanks for watching.